Producer, is it wiser to option a screenplay or leave the rights with the writer as you try to put the movie together? The answer is it depends. Now, if you're a producer who can't provide anything other than the rights to the movie, then yeah, you better get an option, or else what am I talking to you for? You know, you need to have the rights to the screenplay. If I'm bringing the financing, the director, the cast, the production team, if I'm doing all this and your only value is bringing the screenplay to the table, which is a valid function, a producer that controls the rights to a screenplay and then takes it to people who can make it, that's producing. But if that's the only thing you bring to the table as a producer, then yeah, you better get an option on that screenplay, or what are you doing? What am I talking to you for? You need to be the rights holder. Now, if you properly option a screenplay, meaning you have an attorney that gets involved and drafts the option, and it's, like a good contract, then yeah, you control the rights now. You are the rights holder, and you can negotiate everything about that screenplay according to the option agreement with other producers who are going to help you put the movie together. Now, as a producer, it's really common to have an informal relationship with screenwriters who are writing stuff and you're reading, and and it's just an informal, normal human relationship. And they write it, and if I read it and I like it, I'll be like, yeah, this isn't my next priority, but I like this. Let me see what I can work up. And it just depends. I mean, if with writers I trust, I just leave the rights with them. If I trust you and you're not going to screw up a great scenario after I do a bunch of work, then I just leave the rights with you. But at a certain point, when you're ready to dive in and move forward and attach cast and do things that puts capital at risk and real time and reputation involvement, then yeah, you need to option the screenplay before you start doing those things. I do have a warning for producers and for writers. If you option the screenplay and the terms are too lucrative, like that alone could be a poison pill that stops the movie from getting made. If you option the screenplay and the purchase price is $100 option and a $400,000 or $500,000 purchase price, that's a deal breaker. Unless the movie ends up being a $30 million studio movie, you're not going to get paid that. Now, the financier might say, look, go back and negotiate with the screenwriter. The price needs to be about this to fit into the model. Can you ask them if they'd be open to that? And if the screenwriter says no, the movie's dead. We're all human, okay? There are laws here, but we have to be willing to work together to figure out a version of the movie that's a go movie.